that armrest down for you. That's it, so yeah. Alright, welcome Captain to Flight Experience 556. You're on board the flight deck of a Boeing 737-800 and we're at the start of runway 34 at Melbourne Airport.
Okay.
So we'll be taking off to the north, we'll climb to 3,000 feet, we'll do a left-hand circuit first, we'll come around, do a touch and go, and then come around, do a right hand, and then come in, do a full stop, and then head over to Hong Kong.
Okay.
I'll just talk through some of the instruments for you. So we've got the steering tiller on the left, and that controls the nose wheel of the plane, which we'll use when we taxi off the runway when we do the full stop landing. But on the runway like we are now, what we use is the rudder pedals. So you just push right to go right and push left to go left. That's it. And you just want little movements. As long as there's little movements, then the plane's quite stable. And then once we're in the air, we use the yoke. So if you want to pull back and push forward for me, you can feel it's a bit stiff. So just need to make sure that you're, just like what you're doing there, being assertive and pushing through that resistance whenever you're making a change. Okay. And now in front of us we've got the primary flight display. You've got the speed tape on the left for our speed, altimeter on the right for height, and our artificial horizon in the middle. So brown is the ground, blue is the sky.
Okay. And
each of those little white lines in the blue are 2.5 degree increments. So it's 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10s are marked out. And so the main ones we'll be using are the 5s and the 10s.
Okay.
Your primary, your navigation display, you've got your compass along the outside for our direction, and that pink line is called the heading bug, which is where we want to be going.
Alright.
Now, you can see rings there as well, see the green and the 2.
Yes.
So that's 7 miles from the aerodrome, and that's 10 miles, and we just use that for distances to help set up for our approach and things like that.
Okay.
Now this here is your flight management computer. All the data for the flight needs to go into here, which I programmed while you were watching the video, so that's all set, ready to go. And this is your throttle quadrant. You've got 2 thrust levers for both engines, so a 747 would have 4 of them that you use simultaneously. Little black button there is the auto throttle, so once you push that, whatever speed we've set, it'll stick to, just like cruise control.
Sure.
And then once we take off, or once we press that button for takeoff, then the speed is controlled by the computer, so we don't have to worry about that. And you got your reverse thrusts up the front here. Now your flaps, along with your landing gear, don't move unless you pull. And that's just for safety. Another safety precaution is these gates at 1 in 15, so to get through them, hit the gate, let it drop, and pull back up on the other side. Okay, so if you want to put that back to 5, and let it drop. So pull it up, hit the gate, let it drop, and then pull back and up. That's it. Alright, and this here's the pedestal, which has all the navigational aids and radios. We won't need to talk to air traffic control or anything like that, so we won't really need to use any of that down there. Alright.
Okay.
So for takeoff, if you look down the center of the runway, you'll notice that you're looking in towards the center of the windscreen.
Yes.
Doesn't happen in the real aircrafts, but because of the big concave screen for our projector, it's something that skews our vision. So straightforward for you is through your right leg, through somewhere around here on the dashboard, and through the middle of the runway, middle of the dash and the windshield. Now for takeoff, you're going to push forward about 40%, which is about here. Once the engine's stabilise, I'll say engine stable, and that'll be your signal to start the auto throttle.
So I push the black button.
Yeah. You should see the green light come on. If it doesn't, push it again. We have had, it has been a bit finicky, so if it doesn't happen after the second go, I've got one on my side, so you just switch over and push the black button down there.
Sure. And
then it'll take care of the power. When I say rotate, pulling back and bring the nose up to 15 degrees. Okay? Alright, so push the handbrake down. Forward. That's it. Thrust lever's 40%. Hold it there. Yep, hold it there. Engine stable, so press the black button. Okay, so yeah, just press the other one. That's it. Good. Okay, a little bit of left foot.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Remember, it's all in the feet. That's it. Okay. And rotate. So pulling back. Nose up to 15 degrees. That's it. And hold there. We've got a positive rate, so you can go gear up. So pulling out and up on the gears. And push the nose forward to the 10 degrees now. So remember, push through that resistance to get the nose down. Just to there, and then we can go flaps to 1. And lowering the nose just below the horizon, just below the 5 degrees, sorry. And just to there, yep. And we can go flaps up.
So, what do I
So
do?
0. So push forward and that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so this time we'll do a left-hand turn onto 060. So start turning to the left now. And keep that turn going. That's it. Yeah, and as we turn, the nose is going to want to drop, so you need to pull up as we turn as well.
Okay.
And see where that line is there, the 5 degrees?
Yep.
You just want to hold the nose on the 5. That's it. Good. Okay, so pushing the nose forward just a little bit. And keep that turn going, that's good. Yep, not too much there, yep. And now slowly start turning back to the right.
That just to level off.
Yep, and push forward just a bit. And back to the right. So see how the wings are still tilted? So you want to keep the wings straight, and then that way you know we'll go straight. You can see Melbourne Airport there.
Yeah.
And then just hold it on the horizon until we get to 2,000 feet. So just a little bit to the left. To the right, sorry. And bring the nose back up. And just to there. Yep. So just below that 5 degrees. So just below that little line there.
Okay.
Okay, so when we come into land, you're going to hear call-outs from the speaker for our height saying 1,000, 500, 100.
Yep.
When you hear it say 100, you're going to put your hands on the thrust levers. When you hear it say 50, you're going to pull the power all the way back. And then on touchdown, you're going to go full power and we'll take off again.
Sure.
All right? Okay, alright, so we can now slow down to 210. So turn that to the left, 210.
210. Okay.
And we can now go flaps to 1. And set 190 on the speed. So do you live in Melbourne?
About an hour southeast.
Southeast, so like Geelong area?
No,
oh, sorry, southeast, so like...
towards Warragul way.
Warragul, yeah. Alright, so now we can start turning to the left again. And now can you see this arc that's happening?
Yes.
So that's telling you what our turn trajectory is going to be. So what you want to do is you want the edge of that curve just to be touching that straight dotted line. And that dotted line is, if the center line of the runway kept going, that's where it would be.
Okay.
That's it. And keep that turn going. That's good. See the city just there?
Yeah.
So we're like just near the Altona area now. That's good. So what you have there, bang on the line, is exactly what you want. And now we can go flaps to 5. Just to 5, that one there. Yep, and then press 170 on the speed. And keep that turn going. That's it. And you want to keep the nose just above 5 degrees now.
Okay.
And slowly roll wings level now. So back to the right, hard right, until the wings are parallel with the horizon. Keep going, so see how they're tilted still? That's it. Because the moment they're straight, you know we're going to go straight. And now that our heading bug's right ahead, now we can go gear down. Flaps 15. And 160 on the speed.
That is knots, is it?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay. Now can you see the runway up ahead?
Yes.
And see the red and yellow lights that are just at the start of the runway?
I do, yes.
Yep, so as long as you can see red and yellow, it means that we're on the correct descent.
Okay.
If you see all red, it means we're too low, and if you see all yellow, it means we're too high. So this is good. Okay, so we can go flaps 30. Set up early, so push down, and set 141 on the speed. That's it, so nose forward now. So those lights, you just want to keep them, if you cut the windscreen in half,
Yeah.
you just want to keep them just below what that halfway would be. And then that way, if you see them going towards the dashboard, you know that the plane's climbing, so push forward. And if you see them climbing up the windscreen, you know we're going too low and pull back up. So you can see now there's only one yellow, so we're on the low side, but come a bit to the right. A bit more to the right now, and nose up a bit because you can see they're all red. That's it. And a bit more to the right, so hold the right a bit. Yeah, that's it. Back to wings level. And lower the nose just a little bit. Yep, and keep coming to the right. So nose up a bit, just so we don't go back to all red, and come a bit more to the right. And pushing the nose down now. And now bring the nose up a bit. So keep the lights at just below halfway, about there. So pull back a bit. And hold that there. Don't worry about the lights. One yellow is fine. And just a little bit to the left now. And lower the nose a bit now. That's it. And come back to the right wings so our wings are flat. Yep, just there. And pull the nose up a bit now. Hold it there. And remember at 100, hands on the levers. And 50, power back. So lower the nose a bit. That's it. Hold it there.
50.
Power back. And pull the nose up a bit.
30.
Hold it there. Hold it there.
10.
Yep, now full power. Good. And now use your feet to stay in the middle of the runway. And rotate. So nose up to 15 degrees. Yep, so bring the nose down a bit. We can go gear up. And flaps to 5. So let it drop, yep, and push forward, and that's it.
I always want to know,
Yep.
if instead of pulling back on the stick, if the plane lifted the gear up, would it be able to hover on the runway?
If you have enough speed, yes.
Okay.
So let's say I said rotate.
Yeah.
If you pull up just a little to get the wheels off the ground, then you would be able to put up the wheels.
Okay.
It wouldn't be safe
Oh, of course
being that
not.
low, but yes, you could.
And how fast could a plane go on the runway? if
And
it was,
push forward. Yep, I'll push forward on the yoke.
100.
So, like for us, our rotation speed was 128 knots.
Okay.
So as long as we were above that, then we can get lift off. Okay, and gear. Put the flaps away now. That's it. Okay, now we'll do a right-hand turn. So start turning to the right now. Yeah, so the way they do it is that see this instrument right on the edge there.
Yeah.
So that's the vertical speed indicator. So when the line wherever the line's pointing, it's telling you what the trend of the aircraft is. So right now it's pointing down. So we're slightly descending. So that's what we call a negative rate.
Okay.
And a negative rate of climb, and then a positive rate of descent. And then when you want a positive rate of climb, the needle would be pointing up. So what we're looking for when we take off is that the needle is pointing up.
Okay.
Once the needle's pointing up, we know that the plane is climbing, and so we don't need the gear down anymore. So when we take off, you'll usually hear me say positive rate and then gear up. And that's all you're checking for.
Do you fly for an airline or?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Hopefully in the future. And roll wings level now, so back to the left. I've just got my commercial license, but I've only got like just under 200 hours.
Okay.
And you need between 500 to 1,000. So just hold it there. And so this time, when we come into land, actually, we'll descend to 2,000 first. So lower the nose to the horizon. That's it. So just sit it on the horizon there. You can see right in front of us is Essendon.
Yeah.
And Melbourne's just there. Okay, so as we get to 2,000 feet, you're going to bring the nose back up just below that 5 degrees. Yeah, and bring the nose back up. Slowly now up to that 5 degrees, just below it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so this time when we come into land, same thing as last time, except 50 power back, and then on touchdown you're going to go reverse thrusts.
Okay.
But we can do our descent checks before then, so press the recall, which is that black panel there, press that in. You just want to make sure that there's no lights on. As long as there's no lights, it means everything's okay. We can set the auto brakes to 3, which is the automatic braking of the wheels when we touch down.
Okay.
And when I tell you to arm the speed brake, all I need you to do is pull up and back just enough for that green light to come on. So it's only just a little bit. Okay? Alright. So we can slow down to 210 now.
The speed brake is the wings when they open up?
The flaps that come up.
Yeah.
As the wings come out, that's the flaps that we're doing.
Okay.
As we slow down. Okay, so we can go flaps to 1 now. And set 190 on the speed. That's it, good. Okay, so we can slowly start turning now to the right onto 034 again. And as we turn, you're going to have to lift the nose a bit, just where it is now, which is good. And now we can go flaps to 5 and set 170 on the speed. And keep that turn going and lower the nose just a little bit. Just to there, that's good.
Kind of not as hard as I thought it would be, but obviously this is not a real flight.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of automated systems now as well, so it's a lot harder to fly a small aircraft.
Oh, I can imagine.
So bring the nose up just a bit as well. So pulling up. That's it. And slowly turn back to the left now, hard left. That's it. Okay, and pushing forward just a bit. And just get it below that, just above the 5. And now we can go gear down. Flaps 15. And 160 on the speed. And see the runway, so we need to go just a bit to the left. Yep, that's it, not too much. And back to the right, wings level. And see how the lights are red?
Yes.
Yeah, so if we just hold this there. Actually there's yellow, so now we can lower the nose a bit. And we can go flaps to 30. And set 149 on the speed. So just lower the nose.
And go to the right a little.
Yep, that's it. That's it. And now back to wings level. Good, hold it there. And so just like I said last time, imagine a halfway point in the windscreen and just make sure the lights stay just below there. So see how it's coming up towards the dash, so just hold it there. Lower the nose just a little bit now. And just arm the speed brake now as well. So the speed brake there, so just back a bit. So pull it out. Yep, just there, that's good. And lower the nose just a bit. Yeah, and come a bit to the right.
1,000.
That's it. So remember, 100 hands on the levers, 50 power back. Hold it there. A bit more to the right. So remember, you've got to be looking out in that direction there. And nose up just a bit now. Yeah, that's it. Hold it there. Lower the nose just a bit more now. Push forward, push forward. That's it. And hold it there.
100.
Little tap to the right. Yeah, that's
50.
it. Power back.
30.
Hold it there.
10.
And now reverse thrusts. And a little bit of left foot now to bring us back in the middle. Yep, that's it. Hold it there. And a bit of right foot. Okay, and now close off the reverse thrusts. And now you can use the tiller on the side. And there's a taxiway just up here to the left, to the right, sorry, and then you can take that.
So this one?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, and then I'll pull the power back. And now if you put your feet all the way up on the rudder pedals, all the way up, so put your feet all the way up and then push forward with your toes. And they'll put the brakes on. That's it. Now, handbrake up. That's it. Well done. Got us in.